matter with you? Either you climb down off your pedestals or I will have you shot.
If you're dealing with people within living memory, you've got a responsibility to people who do remember, or think they remember, and there are a lot more of those, of course, things about the person. And in a way, the plus is that you've got all your offstage life mapped out for you. You don't have to invent it. And the minus is that you have to do all that work to find out what that was.
Stop! What's the matter with you? You're deliberately trying to sabotage it, you Russian snobs. Isn't the Georgian folk song good enough for you? Now listen to me, you two. Either you climb down off your pedestals or I will have you shot. You understand? Shot. Andrei will take you down to the Ljubljana prison and have you done first thing in the morning.
Timothy West portraying Josef Stalin, special brand of musical propaganda.
Tim, Stalin is just the latest in a long line of these power-mad Caesars. Are you worried about getting a little bit typecast?
I think it's time to call a halt now. Of course, no, typecasting is the wrong term, because of course they're all very different, and I mean, it's a good journalistic peg, isn't it? But
yes.
Actually, of course, I think about them just as parts, because they're all very different characters and very different plays. But there's a danger, I think, that if you do too much of this sort of thing, critics, and I suppose the public, instead of thinking as they would if you were playing a fictitious character, how you're actually playing the part in the play, it becomes concerned with were you taller or fatter than the original, and is your nose the right shape, and so on. So I think maybe it's about enough now.
Do you think, from your experience of playing Churchill, of playing Edward VII, and so on, that you've begun to get an insight into the nature of powerful people? Is there a common denominator?
I don't think there is at all, no. What I have seen is that there are appalling personal problems to do with power and to do with megalomania and to do with the decision, and this was very much Churchill's problem, I call it a problem, I think correctly, in deciding that he was going to trust his own instinct more than the advice of his paid experts. And if you embark on that course, it seems to me you've got to embark on it thoroughly and go all the way down the line so that you always believe your own judgment.
Is there any great difference, really, between being a biographer as an actor and playing the fictitious roles of Shakespeare or Chekhov characters?
It's not all that different. I mean, you have to do the same amount of work, really. When you're on stage, you have to pick your way through the moments of the play and respond to the various influences that the play presents you with. But in addition, of course, if you're dealing with people within living memory, I mean, somebody once called me the Mike Yarwood of the recently dead. You've got a responsibility to people who do remember, or think they remember, and there are a lot more of those, of course, things about the person. And indeed, they're very useful. In a way, the plus is that you've got all your offstage life mapped out for you. You don't have to invent it. And the minus is that you have to do all that work to find out what that was.
Now sing it again. And this time put some feeling into it. Not bad. Not bad.